Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday. Today is the 2-2 portal. So I really wanted to try to pull some cards for you in the morning. All right, the first card that comes out is the sun. The sun is just as beautiful as it is, but there are some negative traits to the sun, just like anything, right? It could be in excess. But the sun in this particular reading, again, we kind of like back up with marriage, but it's not the same type of marriage. So when you see marriage and happenings and bright prospects, okay, so this is telling me more along the lines of things happening in your life. So bright things, maybe, you're going away, maybe your child has a child, good things, memories, so bright prospects, but mostly things that you have control over. With the sun, you're using the sun to your advantage. So you're working in you're working in the day. I hit the button by accident. All right, so now the magician. The magician tells me an element of a surprise. Now, this with the sun right behind it and the marriage, I kind of get feeling of like maybe some of you are waiting to get a job and you're waiting to hear back from a job, or you're looking to move forward with another job. So be on the lookout, because these jobs could be in the horizon with the element of surprise, good or bad. So we take it for what it's worth. It could be a bad thing that you get a surprise, and it could be a good thing. But at the end of the day, we focus on the good and we manifest it, and the bad doesn't come through. Okay, not most of it. If you stay focused on your positive thinking, stay away from the stinking thinking. Okay. Now, so the magician, maybe he's bringing in the element of the phone call, can you come to work, or the phone call, don't come to work. Or maybe he's bringing in the element of the happenings, right? So maybe someone's coming to visit you. Maybe someone wants you to come to their house. I just keep getting this person, another person. I keep getting a person or an activity that would cause you to have this surprise moment. As you see, he's sitting there almost like he's about to have his own party. He's got his sword, he's got his pentacle, and he's the magician, and he's got an element of surprise. So the magician's also a trickster. The magician, he can give you good or bad. That's why he's there, prepared to do whatever it is that must be done, right? To show you tricks. And so also this tells me, be mindful of the magicians in your happy, bright prospects, right? Because not all sugar is actually sugar. Sugar looks like salt, right? So when you're looking for jobs, when you are dealing with people, maybe you think that this is the love romance that we were talking about. So maybe that's the surprise. Maybe you go out. Maybe you went out last night. Maybe you went out you're going out tonight. I went out last night with my kids. And, there were like 3 different men trying to hit on me. We'd talk about speedy situation of love, right? Okay, but here, now, just to confirm this, we do get work, paid work. So now I'm feeling like, okay, you're getting an element of surprise that you may get a job offer. You get a job offer for paid work, and this work is paying more work than the work that you were doing. You are creating 8 pentacles a day versus whatever you were doing a day. So it's 8 hours work, right? Notice how it's in the 8 of pentacles to make it for work. So crazy how it goes all the way back to them times. 8 hours would be considered a day of work. And you were supposed to make 8 pentacles within that day, and each pentacle is a representation of an aspect of your life as well as you're working. So this is also your work, paid work. So we are looking at a job, maybe a side hustle, maybe a side gig. Lots of us have them. Maybe you are also a content creator on TikTok as well, and it's telling you that maybe you've looked for different work, maybe you haven't, but maybe it's telling you to, get back into your paid work with the element of the magician in the middle, I mean. It's telling us that, use your energy. So right here, the magician is telling us, use your energy. You have power lines, right? Okay, we're going to go into the power lines. I'm going to spend the rest of my video on power lines now. You were the power line. your power line in the middle. You need to get, no, I'm sorry, let's say your power line number one right here, right here. So your power line number one. And you need to get to power line number three. But in order to do that, you have to pass through power line number two. Sometimes power line number two can have some funky energy. We have to learn to pass through funky energy. We have to learn to pass through good energy. We have to learn to remain solid and balanced in our own energy as we are sending out the energy vibes as well. So when passing through two, we have to make sure we don't pick up any of two's, funk when we get to three. Okay. And this is the only way that we are going to be able to do this paid work, is by keeping our energy focused on the, 1, 2, 3 to get to there. So if you are looking for this job, paid job, and possibly a new opportunity to make more money, it's telling you to pay attention to the energy. Don't be so quick to make friends. Don't be so quick to, be happy and tell people your life. You're there to work. Now, because there's nothing in here that says that you should be making friends. It just says bright happenings. So the bright happenings are probably the money that you're about to make. We did do a reading yesterday saying that money is coming in, an elevation of money. So this may be your elevation of money, a new side hustle, a new job offer. But it's also reminding you that your power lines, watch your power lines, maintain, you are the power line in this picture, right? So you have to make sure your power line is constantly working properly. You have to make sure that it's standing strong. You have to make sure that your wires are not getting screwed up or mixed up or broken down in the throughout the seasons. And so with that being said, your energy is going to change. Today, I want you to focus on the highest energy. If you can see the rays in that picture of that card, maybe it's not rays, maybe it's just the candle reflection in the back. Yeah, no, it is the black and white reflection. But, so with the bright happenings in sun, it's telling you, keep your energy high, first of all. Work like the magician, always be ready to, I guess, make the people happy and, perform, because that's what you have to do at work. You have to perform. You have to make those 8 pentacles. You have 8 hours. So you have an hour a day, an hour per pentacle. And if we can only just kind of break down our lives like that when it comes to work. So yeah, the power lines are telling you that you need to keep your energy high, with the sun right there. Keep your energy high today because it is the 2-2 portal. And be on the lookout Monday morning. You might be getting a surprise even today in the phone. If I would have done a how, when, or where, but I don't have enough time on this. I would have to do live readings to do a pull from so many decks. So we'll just work with what we have. So be mindful that you could possibly be getting some news with the magician of a surprise of good or bad. And it could come over the phone. It could come in the mail. It could come via email, right? So, and it's telling you that it's a possibility for work. Now, if you may have applied for work, then you're already expecting this. But some of you who have not applied for anything and you're already very content in your jobs, you're going to be shocked when this person calls you and says, hey, they could use your skills. Do you want to make a side job? Whether you're a contractor or a construction worker, whatever. Let me keep it focused. So going back to the energy lines, when you pass through energy line 2, you must stay focused, because energy line 2, in my way of reading these cards, I always say it, that energy line 2 is not a good energy. So we have to be able to send our energy through past the 2 in order to get to 3, for 3 to get it exactly the way we want it to be. So that means sometimes you're going to be around people that are not going to be energy conducive for you, but you're still going to have to make sure that your energy gets sent out and your work is done the right way. So I think that kind of sums it up. I hope you guys all have a happy Sunday. Happy 2-2 portal. Use this day to manifest everything that you want. Love you always. Have a great day.